Oh man, y'all know the routine. Skip the background noise. Let's just get right into it. LDBC, LDW, MMAC. Hey folks, I'm gonna tell y'all something, okay? You know, at one point in time, you could purchase this photograph right here. Yeah, you could purchase this photograph for $59.99, and this was an autographed photograph of Mike Winkeljohn and Greg Jackson. You can buy this photograph. I think now since then they've lowered the price to $19.99. But I just gotta wonder though, how many of these photographs did these guys sell? Like, I just really want to know, because there's somebody out there that purchased a Jackson Winkeljohn autographed photograph. That somebody out there did it. I know that somebody's sitting at home right now with an autographed copy of Mike Winkeljohn and Greg Jackson. Somebody got to. Okay, but if I ever see one of you dudes with that photograph, man, look, I'm gonna roast y'all for the rest of y'all life. And also, the autograph isn't authentic. It's a printed copy of it. Like, the nerve of these guys to sell a photograph of themselves. Could you imagine, man? Could you imagine going out there to King's MMA and Master Rafael Cordero selling Master Rafael Cordero pictures? He would never do that. But that ought to tell you right there, like, the red flags should have went up. I've always said that about this gym. I don't think Claressa and her team, I don't think they did a lot of research on this gym. And I'm gonna tell y'all some hard, heavy facts about this gym. Y'all might not want to hear it, but I'm gonna tell you some hard, heavy facts. Number one, when I learned that Claressa was actually going to Jackson Winkeljohn, I slid in her DM and I told her, I said, look, you don't want to go here because these guys, they're not what they seem. They're not what they seem. Okay, Jackson Winkeljohn isn't what they seem. And I was like, they got John Jones, they got Holly Holm, but you're looking at the outliers in that gym. That's the outlier. Okay, look at the rest of the gym, I told her. So she gave me some laughing emojis and, you know, and it was kind of like, she kind of just blew it off. I said, okay. So Genesis Green slid in the DMs. Told Claressa the same thing. You know, look, these people, they don't win like you think they do. Okay, saw the message, ignored it. So, okay, here go the thing, man. I understand, you know, somebody, random person, just telling you out the blue, hey, you know what? Greg Jackson, Mike Winkeljohn, they're not what they seem. They're not what they seem. I'm going to tell you the problems in that gym, and some of y'all not going to like it. Some of y'all not going to like it. Okay? I'm going to start out with the most important thing. The Jackson Winkeljohn gym, they do have a racial undertone there. Now, you know, I'm not talking about like people like Holly Holm or Michelle Watterson. I'm not calling them racist, okay? As a matter of fact, Holly Holm, all she hang around is black folks. I mean, honestly, or people of color. So I've never seen that from Holly Holm. So no, Michelle Watterson, I ain't seen that from Michelle Watterson. Okay, they got the people in the gym who go to the gym. I'm not talking about them. But I'm talking about Mike Winkeljohn himself. Okay? They say a lot of little underhanded stuff. And you know what? And I've even seen Mike Winkeljohn to be even pro-homophobic. I mean, not pro, but anti. He said some homophobic stuff before. I've heard him say that. And then, you know, he was going around, and y'all remember that whole thing about 5 years ago. Mike Winkeljohn was going around clicking up like white supremacist talking points on Facebook. He was going around like liking some of the comments. And I started thinking, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can see that from Mike Winkeljohn just a little bit. And all the proof you need, man, think about it. All the proof you need. John Jones been his boy for years, man. I mean, he been training John Jones for years. Now John Jones get into some legal problems, get into some trouble. Now all of a sudden John Jones can't come back to the gym. But isn't it funny how they allow Platinum Mike Perry to be at the gym? All the stuff this guy done did. All the stuff this guy done been arrested. This guy done got assault charges on him. But he can be in the gym. And I start really looking at that racial undertone there. It's there. It's there, but see, the problem is though, like a lot of races, what they do is they conceal it. But one day it's gonna come out and it's gonna be on full display. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna say I told you so. I told y'all this about 5 years ago about Jackson Winkeljohn. I told y'all. The next thing about them is that they got a losing record over the last decade. Do you know that these people, okay, listen, get this now. These people at the Jackson Winklejohn gym, they're 15 and 34. They're 15 and 34. Over the last couple of years, like over the last, damn near decade, they're 15 and 34. Y'all, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? And people always argue, man, but John Jones is winning. Look, man, John Jones is a freak of nature. He's a freak of nature athlete. Holly Holm is a freak of nature athlete. These people, they're like extraordinary athletes. And so you can train them, you can coach them, and they're still going to be good. They're going to have some level of success because they're freak of natures. You teach them a little bit of grappling, you teach them some jiu-jitsu, you teach them how to wrestle, and John Jones and Holly Holm, they're going to have a lot of success. They're going to have it. But see, when you get the other people in your gym that they're not freak of nature, you really got to show them, you got to mold them. Go look at the record, man. Go look at how Carlos Condit kept getting knocked out. When Cowboy Cerrone was at the gym and he started having beef with Mike Winklejohn, he started getting his ass whooped. Okay, really. And then Mike Perry been there. Mike Perry was already getting beat up. But hell, now he at the Jackson Winklejohn gym, and it's like his beatings are exponential now. Like, folks, even Michelle Waterson, she's not effective anymore. Like, there are a lot of people getting beat up at that gym, and it's not by coincidence. It's not because these people are having bad fights. Guys, that's not it, okay? The coaching at the gym is subpar. They can teach you a couple things. They've been around the game for a long time, but there's a disconnect between them and the athletes. There's a disconnect between them and the athletes that they coach. I don't know what it is. I know some people, some fighters in that gym, they can't stand Mike Winklejohn. They can't stand him. Because number one, when you go there, okay, you have to qualify to get time with Mike Winklejohn. Means you have to have status. There are fighters that's been in the gym for over a damn year that I've spoke to that they can't even get in any sparring session with Mike Winklejohn. Hell, they can't even get him to hold the pads. And I've heard that Greg Jackson isn't at the gym as much. I heard he's not at the gym as much. Yeah, Greg Jackson be at his own damn gym. So it's kind of like, well, dang, okay, so what do you do? And then I've heard the most notorious one, that somebody off the street, a person off the street can actually come in there, and this is funny. Now, a person off the street, they can't get pad work with Mike Winklejohn. They can't get that, but they can come in there and they can go spar the greats. They can go in there and spar Holly Holm, just people with no experience. Guys, when I tell y'all that the gym is crazy, when I tell you that it's like a whirlwind and people have left the gym, I'm talking about leaving the gym, and most of the people that leave the gym, they don't have like an ounce of good things to say. Guys, the Jackson Winklejohn gym isn't an environment where you cultivate new talent. Okay, it's an environment where you take the talent that you already got and you nurture it. This is not a place where you cultivate new fighters. I've always said this. And now what I want to know from the MMA, from the boxing fans, are you guys going to criticize these two? Don't criticize us making videos and saying that, look, we told Claressa about this. We told her about these guys. We told her. And guys, I'm going to tell you, the longer she stay there, the longer she stay there. Okay, fighters like Abigail Montez are going to have victories. And I'm not saying that, Claressa is green. I'm not saying she's not green. And I'm not saying that Claressa has a learning curve. No, she do. But guys, the advice that Claressa was getting in the corner, and I'm sitting here like, Mike, just tell her to keep pumping a jab. Tell her to pump a jab. Abigail Montez isn't doing anything. Tell Claressa to pump the jab, okay? And then you make Abigail Montez come to you. He didn't do that. He didn't tell her. Greg Jackson, he was trying. He was trying to tell her, hey, when she take you down, he said, when you take you down, you got to get your hips and rotate your hips. Greg Jackson was trying to tell Claressa what to do. Mike Winklejohn, he was just there. He was just there. Mike, tell Claressa to pump the jab. Tell her don't go for the knockout. Pump the jab. Okay? Set Abigail Montez up. Because when she realized that you're not coming to her now, when she realized that you're not walking her down, she's going to come to you. And then you hit her with the overhand right. Like, it was so frustrating to watch that fight. And I'm going to tell you how frustrating. Because Claressa Shields could be 2-0 right now. She could, she legit had the fight won. Claressa had this fight. Montez was already hurt, okay? Mike Winklejohn didn't say, yo, pump the jab. Let this girl come to you. He ain't do any of that. And, I started thinking, this is the reason. This is the reason why the fighters at Jackson Wink, they have a losing record, guys. I mean, put that in your mind, guys. Put that in your 15, 15 and 34. I looked it up. I'm driving now, but I had the information before I made this video. But 34 losses, guys. 34 losses in damn near a decade, folks. That's a lot of people getting their ass whooped. That's a lot of people. Guys, in the boxing community, if you want to be upset with somebody, get on these two right here. These two right here, because, it is what it is. I told you cosmetically, they're going to show you some technique cosmetically. Okay, they're going to show you some good technique cosmetically, and it's going to look good in training videos. But when it's time to apply that stuff, that's where the disconnect comes. I think Greg Jackson, he definitely did some good work with Claressa. Claressa's takedown defense, to me, was a whole lot better. Okay, and I can tell you a lot of things she did right. When I really go in this video, I'm not so much against Greg Jackson. Okay, I'm not really, because a lot of the fighters there, they respect Greg Jackson, but a lot of fighters in that gym, they can't stand Winklejohn. See, Winklejohn is like, he's that disease. Okay, he's the disease that's really keeping the gym from moving forward. It's him. But Greg Jackson did some really good work with Claressa. He put Claressa in there with some very good wrestlers. And Claressa was actually actually looking well. I thought she looked good with her takedown defense. I thought that she's learning some things, such as, she getting a wide base to keep that person from taking you to the ground, or to make it hard for them to put their hands together to lift you up. Claressa did a good job, okay? And I even saw Claressa lifting her back leg up to stop the person from tripping you. Like, these are things that, it takes people a while to learn, but Claressa, she's learned that. Okay, she's learned it. The disconnect is when we try to implement everything in practice into the actual competition. That's the disconnect. But these guys, yes, and I'm talking more so Mike Winklejohn, their record is horrible, guys. It's horrible. And even moreover, okay, there's some fighters that they get talked down on in the gym. Like, they're not worthy to be there. Like, guys, the dynamics and the culture in that gym is just downright crazy. Okay? The culture in that gym is downright crazy. They can't cultivate winning, okay? They can't cultivate new talent. That's just not the place. That's not the environment for that. That's not. Claressa need to get up out of there, man. She need to get up out of there, maintain contact with John Jones, do some good work with John Jones, but get the hell out of that gym, man. And if I'm Claressa, you already see how they won't support you. You already see how they won't support you when things get bad. Well, they ain't gonna support you, but they'll support guys like Platinum Piss Perry. Okay, they'll support him, but they ain't gonna support you. Let Claressa Shields go and have a crime spree, or start like breaking the law. I guarantee you they wash their hands of Claressa Shields. They'll do it. And isn't it funny, man, how they got John Jones out of there and they done made millions of dollars off of John Jones? They built their gym on the back of John Jones. Okay, and Holly Holm too. But they built their gym on the back of John Jones. Okay, and the guy can't even come to the gym. Okay, for all the stuff that he's supposed, and I get that. If they do that for everybody, I got no problem with them kicking John Jones out. But you mean to tell me that Platinum Piss Perry is a better ambassador to the sport than John Jones? Really? I guess we're looking at the lesser of two evils in Platinum Piss Perry, right? Where are these guys' criticism? Where they criticism? Okay, these guys, they don't get to walk away. They don't get to turn their heads and walk away. Hey, no problem. And then while we get criticized, while we get the wrath. No. We didn't train Claressa Shields. We saw the obvious. We know because we're MMA fans. We're hardcore MMA fans. And we know about this gym. And we said that this gym cannot cultivate new talent. We said that. We said it. And now, look what happened. Okay? We said it. Claressa got to get out of there. There's a lot of good gyms out there, man. She got to get out of there. That gym, more so to me, it's almost like it's like a celebrity damn gym. It's almost like, hey, this is the gym I'm gonna go to, just to be seen. I don't know. There's something missing from that gym. Oh yeah, blood and sweat. Blood. But y'all know what I mean. Man, there's some places she can go, man. Train with Cyborg team. Hell, train with her team. Go to Master Rafael Cordero. Go to Budokan. Go to Jeremy Mahon. You got a lot of guys. And I'm talking about these are guys that they in there, they so, look, go to Sick Jitsu. Rick Little. Folks, there's so many damn, like, incredible, like, places you can go. And it's almost like, nah, let's go to Jackson Winklejohn Gym because they the most well-known. Okay. I'll be waiting on the criticism of Jackson Winklejohn. I'll be waiting on it. But I know we're not going to get a lot of criticism of these two because it's so much more easier to just call people like Genesis and me Uncle Toms.